What's the difference between me and you?
A lot.
You came out your mum.
Oh, have you seen that one where there's like a son or a daughter that says to the mum, "Do you know what? Everyone in this family's either come in or come out of you."
It's that. Did you see that toast that was going around TikTok? And they was doing like Christmas meals, and they would go, "Can I do a toast?" And then all the parents and grandparents would be there.
Yeah, I know.
Like, you can't come in or come on.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking brilliant.
Watching the reactions are amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, they're absolutely disgusted.
Absolutely far too old for TikTok. I don't know what it means.
I love seeing like these. It's a thing called Rock FM, and it's this New Zealand radio station, and they just get loads of nicknames sent in. Some of them fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Did anyone watch the Northern Lights last night?
Didn't even know it was happening.
No.
I didn't know it was happening, and then I woke up to apparently it was like all over the England.
I saw a few pictures of people that have sent it through. It looked
great pictures.
It looked epic, to be fair.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
People pay thousands.
Apparently it's tonight as well.
Is it?
Yeah, midnight tonight. Not that you'll be awake. She'll be in bed by half
Fucking
7.
midnight. You mad? It's the next day practically.
I ain't seen midnight for about 5 years.
I saw midnight.
Is that last time you went in Purple Door?
That's the last time I didn't have a child.
He won't know what Purple Door is.
Well, yeah, that's true.
In Donny?
Sheltered.
No, in Hull.
No.
Well, there's a Purple Door in Donny.
Is it
Strip
a
club.
chain?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
must
chain.
Be, yeah, it must be a chain.
I didn't think it was a chain.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Can you have a chain of strip clubs?
I know they have chains in a strip club.
You
but
can have a chain of strippers.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, human centipede style.
As long as they consent.
Well, surely by their profession.
Because the work there.
Depends when you're chaining them. My old football coach, when I was younger, he used to say that every can, when you open it, says his name. All right?
Yeah.
So his name's Keith.
Yeah.
Listen to this. No.
No. Did that just happen? Was that real?
Right, it was so... That's the thing, though.
What the fuck?
Because it doesn't say Keith, but it was so bad that it was so funny that he said every can when you opened it says his name, and then he opened the can, and he just went like...
The funny bit is that you're all listening for Keith.
Shout out to Keith.
I didn't understand what was going on.
Don't worry, mate. That's why I break the habit of a lifetime.
That's why I'm here. I bring the confusion.
Yeah. Do you think we best do a proper intro
Your
for this
banter's
pod?
gone down from 94.
Oh, it's never going down, mate.
Huh?
It's only going up.
Do you think we better do a proper intro for this pod?
If we have to.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back. Season 3, episodes...
We haven't been anywhere. Where we been?
Oh, you're going to let me finish the fucking intro?
All right, go again,
I was on a roll then as well. No one knew we were going to fucking leave that in as well.
You say it with such gusto, don't you?
Yeah, but you're saying we are back like we've been somewhere.
We have been somewhere. We haven't been here for about 4 weeks.
That's a good point, actually. Okay,
so we've been somewhere, haven't we? I bet you're going to leave this in because you're making me look shit, like you always do.
Don't need me to make you look shit, mate.
I was on a fucking roll then. Knobheads. I was determined not to swear as well, but you know what?
The amount of editing Chris does to make you look any better.
I know.
Yeah.
Fucking miracle.
Full-time job.
Heck at you with your fucking pyjamas on.
Mate, I'm comfy. I don't come to people's house.
Mr. 45 minutes late.
I'm surprised you haven't got jeans on.
No. Gone on shorts today.
Have you ever known me to be late for a pod? No.
Yes.
But
yes.
Yeah,
there was one time we went to go see your mate when we was in Hull and we were sat watching something.
That was true, mate, yeah. Did
He was
get
an hour
caught.
late.
Shout out to my mate, by the way.
There was also another time when you were stuck in traffic, apparently, coming back from...
Oh, no, I just set off late.
Who stuck in summits but we want traffic.
Yeah. Anyway, Season 3, Episode 7, we're back. We've been away. There's been a bit of a hiatus. There's been a change because we've got another new set. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking to yourself, where the fuck are they getting all these sets from? Chris, where are we getting the set from?
This set is...
I thought he was going to reel out his address then.
No, this is a new set with... this will probably be the fixture going forward in terms of sets. But yeah, I feel like every time we start a new episode, we start by saying we've been on a bit of a hiatus.
That's because which we did.
So what we've been doing is we've been going a good 6-7 weeks between filming podcasts when we used to be going 2 to 3 weeks. So the last time we did a set of pods, this is to put it in perspective, and I know we're going to get into this in a minute. The last time we did a set of pods, every Premier League team had played 30 games and Liverpool were 2 points clear in the title race. Okay. And as we film this tonight, every team's played 36 games,
Yeah.
and Liverpool are mathematically not in the title race anymore as of this morning.
And we're 7 points behind.
So, yeah. And I know we're going to get into this out with Bull.
We are.
Lots to discuss.
We are going to get into this because this episode is football. I have a question for you.
Oh, God.
For you. Just specifically for you.
This isn't the question you sent me beforehand, so you know
I've got some feedback for you as well from a listener.
Well, this is
great.
it. Do you want to hit him with it?
Oh, yeah, I can do, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
God.
I've had some I was on the phone with an avid listener, let's say, and his feedback was, he was just talking generally about us, and he was like, I ain't seen much content in a while, so explain why. And he was
Don't
like,
worry,
okay.
we're back.
He was like, your mate Christian, though. He was like, I've never met anybody who is so biased about Liverpool in my life. He's like, at least you and Bullis are like objective and like talk about like the good and the bad. But he was like, Christian's just like blatantly biased towards Liverpool. How do you feel about this?
I've had the same from my mates in my group chat this week. After they listened to the Euros one, I got it in there saying,
Did they question
I'm
why
so
Jarell
biased.
Did they
Yes.
question why Jarell Quansah was
Yes.
there as well?
Yeah, absolutely did. And do you know what? I am a little bit biased, yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A fucking little bit.
Do you know what? This like epitomises it as well. So today, I actually woke up thinking, do you know what? City are going to drop points. Arsenal are going to drop points, and we're going to go into the last game of the season mathematically still in it.
Delusional, innit?
Yes.
You're led by your heart.
I am.
Not your head.
Do you know what
I
you
am.
are? You're
Led by my heart.
You're a delusional optimist.
Do you know what though? From a fan's perspective, I'd love to be like that because having that positive outlook and things can still happen. We can still do it. I don't have that. We're 6 games into the season and I'm like, title's gone, mate. We've lost a game. Or we drew to Luton. Title's gone. Whereas he still believes 36 games into the title race.
Yeah.
So
I woke up this morning still believing.
And I sit in the middle.
Yeah, you do sit in the middle.
You're very negative. You're overly positive, and I sit in the middle.
Yeah. That's why it makes us a good team.
Yeah.
We balance each other out.
I mean, talk me through what's happened in the last 5 or 6 games of the title race. Like I said, the last time we did these pods, Liverpool were 2 points clear with 8 games left.
You, before we started recording this, you called it a Liverpool meltdown.
I think it is. Look, we know we've absolutely massively overachieved this year. We talked about it before where we would absolutely have snapped your hand off for top 4. We was fighting for top 4. That was always the goal, to get in top 4. But I think it is just disheartening when you get to a point where you are so close. And like you say, I went on that stag do at the beginning of April. Palace at home, sorry. Win that, we're still top of the league, and you go and you lose to Palace at home, and it's just things like that. I wouldn't even mind if we lost to Arsenal, we lost to City, or we lost to United. Even the loss to Everton, I was fine with because I thought it's a derby, emotions are there, anything can happen.
Yeah.
When you're losing to people like Palace at home, you just think, what the fuck?
The thing is with Palace, right? I know you say young man, it's Palace at home. The same Palace who smashed United 4-0, and I know United aren't great, but Palace are decent.
I get that.
But this is the
home.
title running.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
If you want to win a title,
Exactly.
you sweep them teams aside. Don't you? Look at Man City.
Oh, yeah.
I said on that pod that that Man City will win all of their remaining games, so Liverpool are going to need to win 7 and draw 1 to win the title.
Did you not still think Arsenal win the league, though?
I thought Arsenal still have a chance.
Still might do.
Arsenal are still in it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Arsenal need to go to United and get something, and I think United don't want Arsenal and Liverpool to be seen to be winning anything.
I heard a stat about this, about Arsenal going to United. Arsenal have won once at Man United in 16 years.
Was that when they won the title? Sylvain Viltor with a 1-0 win, and they won the title at Old
that
Trafford?
was before.
Right, okay.
So in 16 years, they've won there once, and that was COVID season.
Isn't it mad that Arsenal haven't won a title for 20 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you think of Arsenal being such this great team, don't you? And they were
Yeah.
at one point.
Yeah.
But it is mental that they haven't won. What was the last trophy they won?
FA Cup.
Yeah,
Couple
won
of
a few
years
FA Cups, didn't they? One against Hull City in the FA Cup final.
Yeah.
Aubameyang was there and he dropped the lid.
Hull City went 2-0 up in that final,
Yeah, they did.
and Arsenal beat them.
I mean, that was nuts.
That's wild. But, I mean, Man City look to be on course to do a historic 4th in a row. When we're filming this, they swept Fulham away at dinner time, 4-0.
3 points clear of Arsenal
2
level on
points.
game. Is it 2 points?
2 points clear.
Level on games.
So, if Arsenal don't go to United tomorrow and win,
And Spurs lose against Man City.
Mate, it's hot.
Game over.
Spurs like to do Man City, though. I will say that. Like, they do pick
Spurs
up their
are
level
way
against
off it,
Man
mate.
City.
Spurs are way off it.
I know they
Who
are,
would you
but
prefer to win this?
Man City.
Would you?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Because
Go
I
on.
can't bear Arteta.
Yeah.
I actually like Arsenal players. I just can't bear him.
There is that, but then also, you'll never live it down by Arsenal fans. It
Why?
will always be, oh yeah, we're this. Arsenal had to be the top of their game last season, and they still didn't win it. And this season, yeah, they've got better. Declan Rice has improved the team massively, and players have come on, but they are playing at their maximum again, and they still might not win it.
Yeah, but what have we got to live down if Arsenal win it? As a Liverpool fan, what do you mean we
nothing.
wouldn't live it down? I don't
No,
care.
I don't mean as a Liverpool fan. Arsenal fans will be so over the top that they won the title for the first time in however long that people just won't be able to live it down.
Do you
They'll be
know-
the best thing since sliced bread. They'll be better than the Invincibles and all that bullshit.
The reason I want City to win it, Man United winning 3 in a row, they'll have gone 4 in a row, and that's
Yeah.
something else they've took off United.
If Man City win the title, does Pep Guardiola stay?
Yeah,
He's only got one more year.
I think he'll go when his contract naturally runs out.
What's trying to do 5 in a row?
He might go back to Bayern.
5 in a row, good shout, yeah.
Could do.
Good
If
shout.
he- if he
They're
does
looking, aren't they?
We can't do much more there, can he? At City now.
How
Like,
mad is it that, I know we'll come on to Champions League in a bit, but how mad is it that Bayern have got their first trophyless season in 12 years,
And
it's
Harry
the
Kane's
year Harry
gone.
Kane goes? You said this in
It's
the chat.
comical, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
It's
comical.
like he's like a
curse.
voodoo doll or something.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
only
Bad
that,
luck.
but aren't they fifth in the Bundesliga?
Second.
Oh, I heard something on the radio. They're
Second
like
or-
fourth or fifth or something.
Dortmund 5th.
Oh, Dortmund are
Yeah,
fifth.
yeah, yeah.
And they're in the Champions League final.
I know, it's mad that.
Jadon Sancho's in a Champions League final.
Well, we
Yeah.
may as well talk about it. We're going to come on to the Champions League final later, but we may as well talk about it now.
Can I just, last thing I can say about the title race?
Yeah, we'll come
is-
back to it anyway. But
Yeah, sorry, mate. We can go on that. But the last thing I want to say about the title race is when we last sat here and there was 8 games to go and there was like 3 points between the teams, we was all like, we are on for a right title race.
Yeah.
And this title race just feels like it just fizzled out into nothing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, as soon as that weekend where Liverpool got beat by Palace and then Villa went to Arsenal and turned Arsenal over,
Yeah.
from that point on, I was like, there is no title race
It's
now.
dead.
Yeah.
Because Man City are just going to win the next 5 games and there's no race.
The expectation, Man City just churning out week after week after week after week. It's just exactly coming true, isn't it?
And I think I'd prefer City to win it as well because I think for me it just becomes nothing when Man City win because they're expected to win it every single year.
Yeah.
We know they've got the 115 charges against them. They've kind of cheated their way to success, I suppose, over the years. So them winning it, it's just another.
I saw a
tick
story.
box.
I don't know how true it was in, but they reckon that all of those 115 charges are not going to result in a points deduction.
Of course they're not. They won't do.
It's going to be a financial
And it means nothing, does it?
fucking stupid.
It's like what we said about financial fair play. The rules are changing in financial fair play. That if you spend over in financial fair play, you're going to get a financial hit, then take a points deduction.
And that's
which
why
is
it'll be eking
crazy.
it out for City because by the time they finally get charged, it'll be on the new rules, not the old rules. And
No,
that's
because
what-
they'll stay on these one.
Couple of things I've just realised actually. So, as of today, all but mathematically, the 3 clubs that came up have gone down.
Yeah.
Which means that next time we film this, we have to look at our predictions from the
Yeah,
start
we
of the
do.
season, and the
Yeah, yeah.
loser has to wear a United shirt.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, boy!
I'm
Yeah.
confident that I've not lost.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know why.
One good shout for me was you both had Luton bottom and I had Sheffield United bottom, so that's a good start.
One good shot for me was I had Villa top 4.
Did you have them 4th?
Pretty sure I had them 4th. 4th or 5th. And they can finish either.
Yeah, well, good shout for me is I had Chelsea 2nd. Anyway, let's move on. I think one of you had Chelsea quite high as well.
I did.
Yeah,
We all
I think
had
we
it.
all
We
did,
all
yeah,
thought
yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Fucking hell, what
We
happened
thought there'd
there?
be some sort of resurgence this year, didn't
Yeah.
we? And get they
And
start playing well.
They can still get 5th,
Yeah, they can.
so which would be huge for them.
Can they not mathematically get 4th anymore? Because I know there was talks about them getting in the top 4
Who?
still. Chelsea.
Spurs?
No,
Chelsea
no,
can't.
Are they-
Like,
are they
Chelsea
not?
like
No.
9th. Yeah.
No, Chelsea can't.
I saw today as well on the news that Mbappe announced that he's leaving PSG at the end of the season. He's just going to let his contract run out. It's all but done. He's
We
off
knew
to
that.
Madrid.
We
He's
knew
off
it was
to
off to Madrid months ago,
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
we? It was already pretty much it's
But-
the worst,
but-
best kept secret.
Think of that team, mate. You've got Rodrigo, Vinicius Junior, and Mbappe up top.
And Bellingham behind.
Wild.
And Camavinga and Tchouameni.
I've got a question then for you. With that in mind, keep, sell, bench, Mbappe, Vinicius Junior, and Haaland.
I'd sell I'd keep Mbappe, bench Vinicius Junior, and sell Haaland.
Would you?
I just don't think you need Haaland in that Real Madrid team
I'd
anymore.
probably say the same.
I know there's
I'd say
rumours
the
that
same.
he's won the Champions League at City. He was going to go to Madrid, Haaland, but how? It wouldn't fit that system.
No.
We was on about this on the last pod.
Wouldn't it
So
be
you
like
know
a
we
bit of a
said
Benzema?
No.
we said Haaland
Not
wouldn't
good
fit
enough.
in at Liverpool because all the top three at Liverpool want goals, whereas
Yeah.
City have built a team around Haaland getting goals. Everyone in Madrid are like Vinicius Junior, Mbappe, Rodrigo, all them, Bellingham. They're goal machines anyway.
Yeah.
So like they wouldn't be crossing and trying to get little
Oh, no.
assists and stuff,
No,
would
no,
they?
no.
I love watching Vinny Junior play though. He's just
Yeah, it's
scary,
different-
isn't it?
different level.
He lit that second leg of that semi-final
Oh.
up.
They're signing Alphonso Davies from Bayern as well.
That's another one that's
Yeah.
crazy.
So
what a
what-
goal anyway by him.
Yeah.
So what they've done is his contract's up at the end of next season, so the 2025, and they've said to Bayern and they said to Davis, "We'll either give you money or we'll take you on a free next season.
Yeah.
Take your pick."
That's what they did. That's what
That's what they
Kane
do.
did at Spurs.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they do.
We won't come in for another year and we'll just get him for nothing.
And that's the thing. Real Madrid are almost holding Bayern Munich ransom, saying, "You either sell him this season for cheap, or we'll just take him
And we'll
next
come for
season."
nothing. Yeah.
It's the new thing though, isn't it? Bosman. Everyone's going on a Bosman now. No one's paying for players anymore.
No one born
No.
after 1998 will know what Bosman is, but Bosman is where he
Yeah.
was the first player for his contract to run out, and he went to court, and they agreed that if your player contract runs out, you can leave a club for free.
Yeah, yeah,
Bosman ruling. Yeah.
Great ruling.
Great
Love it.
rule. It changed the game, mate.
Yeah.
That's what flipped it to player power.
Yeah.
I think as well, the thing with the Bosman is you should be able to talk with people from the same country. Whereas from January the 1st, if you want to take someone on free, you can only talk to them from a foreign country.
Yeah.
You should be able to do it from wherever you are. If someone from, I don't know, Liverpool wants to take someone from Man City on a free, they should just be able to talk to them and say, "Yep, there you go. We'll have it in the season."
Who was that coach that flew from Spain to talk to West Ham about the next job, and all the Spanish reports found out?
Amorim.
That was Amorim from Sporting Lisbon.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, Portugal.
Yeah, yeah.
That's wild. And he had to
Yeah, yeah.
apologise to the fans.
Well, he
Yeah.
came out. He had a conversation with West Ham and basically turned around and went, "No thanks.
Yeah.
No, not interested."
But then,
no.
who'd have thought that reporters would find out? Of course, they're going to find out.
When they saw him on a plane, getting on a plane, where you going? London? Oh, I'll just stop off in London, shall I? Yeah.
Madness, isn't it?
But then, so like managerial merry-go-round this summer, West Ham are getting a new manager. There's talks of Man United getting a new manager. There's talks of Chelsea getting a new manager because Pochettino might leave. Bayern can't get a manager because Tuchel's going, and there's talk of Hansi Flick going back. Xavi's made a U-turn to go back to stay at Barcelona. There's massive jobs that are available.
Yeah.
And we said about Liverpool's manager, there isn't the quality of manager anymore. You've almost got to develop a manager like you've got to develop players.
So let's talk about that then. So it looks all but done. Arne Slot or
Yeah,
Arne Slot
Arne
to
Slot.
Liverpool from Feyenoord. I don't know anything about
Me
the
neither.
guy.
No, nothing.
I like him. I like him.
I've never seen any of Feyenoord's game, but didn't they win the league this year?
Did they?
They won it last year.
Or was it last year they won it?
But it's, I mean, as European leagues go, the Dutch league is a farmers' league.
Yeah, it's pretty poor, isn't it?
Like the winners of the championship, Leicester would win the Eredivisie. They would.
No, they won't.
They would. I think they would. I think
Mate,
they'd win the
they
league.
PSV who won the Dutch league, beat Arsenal in the Champions League.
Yeah, but Arsenal are dregs, mate. Like Leicester beat Arsenal. But no, I'm interested because obviously I know I'm being stereotypical here, but what you're expecting from a Dutch manager or someone that's come up through the Dutch system is for him to want to come and play very technical football.
He's nothing like Ajax, mate.
Is he nothing
No,
like
he's
Ajax?
nothing
What
like
is he?
Ajax.
Is it? What's his style of play at
Very,
Feyenoord?
very Klopp. Very
Right.
Klopp.
he likes the three up top, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He likes the same, a similar formation to what we play and
Yeah.
dynamic.
It's so interesting that when they went for him, that when you look at how Feyenoord, I know you say you haven't seen a lot of Feyenoord, when you look at how they play, I'm not saying it's Klopp 2.0, but the way that he plays his football, the way Feyenoord play football, it's a seamless transition from Klopp's Liverpool to the new Liverpool that the football's going to be really similar.
Nah, we'll be back down in the doldrums for 5 years now. We won't compete for the title for 5 years.
I think we'll take a little step back now.
Yeah, I do. We're not in the mix.
Top four again next
Yeah,
year.
we're not
if,
in the mix.
if we're lucky.
But that's the top four next year. We'll finish third again next year. Minimum third.
Is that an early prediction?
Yeah.
Oh, stick it in, lock
Well,
it
big
in.
shout.
We'll finish
Big shout
third.
of a new gaffer.
We'll finish minimum third next season. The reason is other teams around us
Look,
I'm not good enough to finish third.
I know the pod I can't see this right, but Reece James comes on the telly, and even the telly breaks when Reece James comes on. That guy is made of glass.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know who else is made of glass?
Thiago.
Mason Mount's injured again.
He is, yeah.
God.
Played
Yeah.
one game.
And Luke Shaw.
Fucking hell. These are the players that you just cannot risk taking to the Euros because it'd be a waste of a seat on the plane. Did anyone get any backlash about their Euro squads?
Massively.
Tell us about it.
Massively. Just as what we
Just
talked about earlier.
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa and Elliot.
Elliot, really?
Yeah.
What, you get some
I
stick
took
about Elliot?
Yeah.
I took Elliot.
Yeah.
And then someone tried to accuse me of taking Jones as well, and I had to nip that in the bud.
That
and
was
say
me.
That was you, wasn't it?
I
Yeah.
took Jones and
Yeah,
Elliot.
you took Jones and Elliot.
And I said that's only because I've seen them play more than any other sort of fringe player.
Look, I get it. Kwanzaa was a bit of an out there shout, but I still
bit.
I stand by Elliot massively.
I think
Do you
Elliot's
stand, do you stand by Kwanzaa?
As a backup, yeah.
Would you still take Kwanzaa now ahead of Konza from Villa?
Or Bramthwaite from Everton?
Bramthwaite's been immense in the running.
He's been class, hasn't he?
Immense. And you're like, yeah, but he's fighting relegation, so...
Yeah. How immense can you be if you fight relegation? That's.
Well, they've got more clean sheets than Liverpool.
Yeah, but look where they are.
Mate, they've had a points deduction. They're in threat of going into administration because the owners have got no
They should
money.
have played better and got more points then.
Do you know what, right? I sort of agree with that in the sense that, right, if you've got a centre-back at Everton and you've got a centre-back that's in the top four, I'm taking the player in the top four. It's that. I
get the shout with Kwanzaa.
Yeah, within
I get top four.
reason,
Top four.
within reason, I get that. But then Bramthwaite's got to start somewhere. He's 21 years old. He's going to go to a top 4 team next season.
And when he goes to a top 4 team, he'll get an England squad.
He's in the England squad now.
Yeah, but I know, but I mean, it'd be in my England squad.
It? It's
It
that
is.
story.
Oh,
Like you've known players play for. Who's the best example? Well, maybe not, but like
Harry
you've
Maguire.
got a player that's playing for Palace or someone like that, and they don't get a look in, and they get a big move to United, and all of a sudden you're in the England squad.
But
And
look
you're
at
like,
Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire went from Hull City to Leicester. When he was at Leicester, he got no look in. When he went to Man United, he's in the England squad
because
every
you're
week.
at Man United.
Exactly, of course, he is, yeah.
Because you're constantly at that top level.
And if you're deemed good enough to play for that level of squad, then you're deemed good enough to play for the England squad. It's as simple as that. And that is snobbery.
So why is Pickford constantly in the
Because we
England-
have no other keepers. We literally have no other keepers.
Aaron Ramsdale, Nick Pope.
Hey, I noticed Pope was on the bench, back on the bench last couple of weeks.
Like I said Nick Pope would be my starting
Mine would,
keeper
mine as
if he stays
But
fit.
then you've got other players as well that play for Newcastle. Callum Wilson was in the England squad before, or because Ivan Toney's at Brentford, he shouldn't be in the England squad because he plays for Brentford.
But again, if you look at our strikers, like actual out-and-out strikers, we're very limited in terms of that talent again.
Can we talk about Champions League?
we can talk
Let's
about
go for it.
Champions League. Yeah.
Where do you want to start?
We've got a Dortmund Madrid final.
Yeah.
It was very, very close to being a Dortmund Bayern final.
What would you have preferred?
I don't like two teams from the same country playing each other in a European
But
final.
I feel like Dortmund Bayern might have been a bit more competitive
I'd have
than
preferred
Madrid
a-
Dortment. I feel like Madrid's going to absolute walk all over.
I'd have
Dortmund.
preferred a Madrid PSG final
I would have preferred that.
I think Madrid would batter
because
PSG.
what would Mbappe have done? Can you imagine Mbappe winning the?
Score the win and then go into
I'd
Madrid.
have preferred a PSG Dortmund final.
Would you?
Yeah.
That's the least I would have liked out of all
Yeah.
four.
No, I mean, if out of PSG and who did Dortmund actually play? I forgot.
PSG.
PSG. Bayern played Real.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, PSG Bayern. I'd have rather that. Than,
PSG Bayern.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Thomas Tuchel against.
I think I put in the group, Bayern were 1-0 up, and then obviously Madrid fucking Hosselu scored 2 late goals, and it's like there's just something about them in that
Yeah, they
tournament.
love it.
I'll tell you what.
Something about it.
Hosselu couldn't do it on a rainy night in Stoke.
Literally.
But he did it in Madrid.
But again, like Real Madrid will probably sweep that final away, and
This
they'll
is
have
what I
won
mean.
15 Champions Leagues. Like
This is why I didn't want them in the final, because it just becomes repetitive. It's a bit
Yeah.
like City winning the league all the time.
Yeah.
Madrid are always in the final because that's their competition.
They just sneak through as well, don't they?
Yeah.
They snuck through against Bayern. They snuck through against Man City. They even just snuck through against Leipzig in the round before.
They find a way.
They just find a way of winning.
I tell you what, though, their squad up top is amazing, isn't it? From like
Yeah,
midfield to
full.
strike,
It's just
their
not fair.
defense is a little bit old now, isn't it? You've got the likes of Nacho. I think he's in his
Carvajal.
30s, isn't he? Carvajal's in his late 30s now.
Militao.
Mid-30s.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think their defense needs a bit of a rework, but midfield strikers class.
345-year-old Luka Modric plays in the Champions League final
He
against.
came on, didn't
Mad that, innit?
That is mad. And I saw a stat the other day that in Modric's the first to have a chance to win 6 Champions League medals or something.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he's won
Something like that.
He's won 25 trophies at Real Madrid.
Wild, isn't it?
Should have stayed at Spurs, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
Should have totally. What a bad career move
What
that
a
was.
shit move.
Harry Kane should have gone to Real Madrid instead of Bayern.
Generally, though, with that situation, next year, if Bayern win fuck all again, what does Kane do?
You stay until you win a German Super Cup or something, don't you?
You've got it. But he must have thought in
Wins
his
the
head,
Pokal.
I'm off to Bayern because it's guaranteed to win the league.
Yeah, but
Minimum.
all the pundits were saying that Harry Kane shouldn't have left England, right? And there was like, even if he goes to Bayern and wins a title, Bayern win titles, like it's still nothing. Do you know what I mean? It's not. I know on your resume it will be officially on your CV, but
Yeah, I get what
like
you're saying.
Bayern winning a title is like Real Madrid winning La Liga. It's like, all right,
Given.
great.
The thing is, though, there was talk of him. You either go to Man United or you go to Bayern Munich
It's a
because
fucking
Real
step
Madrid wouldn't
back.
have come in for him. If he'd have gone to Man United, he'd have still won fuck all anyway, and he'd have been worse off than if he went to Bayern Munich.
He might have won an FA Cup at United.
Well, yeah.
At least he's broke
Okay.
records for goal scoring,
again,
hasn't
again, stays in England and Spurs wins a League Cup or an FA Cup. Who gives a fuck?
he? Yeah.
Do you think Harry Kane probably is not asked about breaking Alan Shearer's all-time Premier League goal-scoring record?
Well, obviously not. He's left.
He'd rather win titles and
Yeah.
Champions Leagues and shit like that.
Because I think if he became the Premier League's all-time top scorer, right, and he never wins a Premier League title,
He's not as good as Shearer.
he's never going to get put in that conversation as
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the elite,
No,
is he?
not at all. Not at all.
But do you know when you look at his goals to game against like Thierry Henry and Sergio Aguero and Rooney and all them lot, mate, he batters them.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah,
batters
yeah.
them because he didn't come back into the Premier League. He was like 24.
No, he was he was on loan
Yeah,
at Leicester
yeah.
for it for a
Do you know what's
season or
mad though?
two.
Going back to Shearer, he had the opportunity to go to Man United or Newcastle, didn't he? And
Yeah.
he chose
Yeah.
Newcastle. Imagine
Yeah.
if he chose Man United.
Oh mate,
Oh,
he'd be on
Top goal
three
scorer in the
goals.
league
levels.
with more. Yeah, he'd have more goals. All
Yeah.
those Premier League
Yeah.
trophies. It'd be an absolute legend.
Yeah, it
That'd be
would.
crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're just going to take a short break and then we're going to come back for part 2. Did you ever do this when you weren't allowed to swear when you was younger and you used to say you have to go,
My dad's a banker.
my dad's
Yeah.
my dad's a wanker. But then you would deliberately like release your lips and
Yeah.
just still go wanker, wanker.
Is that brand new? You just bought it.
Yeah, mate, everything's new. Like,
Everything?
The only things I brought here was my clothes and my washing machine and my fridge, and even the fridge I'm getting rid of it and getting a US fridge.
Yeah.
Like I just wanted to start everything brand new, like everything from
Where'd you get
scratch.
your sofas from?
These sofas were from John Lewis.
Nice. So he's got a bit of coin, can't you? He just buys everything new. John Lewis.
Why is John Lewis classing as having a bit of coin?
I think it's pretty flashy for a sofa, isn't it?
Is it? Well, I won't tell you how much that fucking piece of artwork up there was then if you think I've got a bit of money.
What was that, 20p?
190 quid that from John Lewis.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to fuck it, but 190 quid.
Them lights are from Dunelm though. That's more basic,
Yeah,
innit?
yeah. Yeah, that's more what I'd expect.
I like them.
Yeah. We'll turn them on later, mate, for the later episodes. But
It's a bit like, it makes me feel like they should have a monkey hanging off them like yours, Bull.
Like, yeah, a wanking monkey.
Yeah, yeah.
I never used to like all wanking.
Why's
monkey.
your monkey wanking?
Because it looks like when it's got the light on there, it looks like it's having a wank.
Nice.
Not my words.
whose words then? Whose words are
The
them?
wife's.
The wife's.
The wife's words.
Are these
Man,
she's feeling
the
a
wife's
bit
used to
extra
seeing a
horny?
wanking monkey, ain't she?
Put it away, bullets.
Yeah. And we're back for part 2. Now, just before we move on from Champions League, I just want to talk about Jadon Sancho because it links back to Man United. Jadon Sancho at Borussia Dortmund is a completely different player than at Man United, which just shows how much of a mess Man United really are.
Do you know what I think it is, mate? Because you sort of like put a pin on the reason why Jadon Sancho is just an absolute capitulation at United. But when he goes to Dortmund, it says a lot for the stuff around you, the environment around you, to unleash your full potential.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, you might have done it. You might have worked at jobs and you're like, do you know what? When I worked there, I just never really got going.
Yeah.
Like, didn't like the people, didn't like the culture, all the rest of it. Think about these footballers. Yeah, different players, different setup, diet, different cultures. Like, I think it's just Dortmund's just that place where he just feels like he's at home, like he can play football.
It was beloved in Dortmund before he went to Man United. He played with Haaland and Marco Reus and people like that, and he just fit. He loved the people, and the people loved him. And I think he's one of those people that need to feel that love and support. And I don't think he was ever going to get that Man United because it was too toxic.
Do you think he came with a bit of an ego to United though, and maybe that took over his ability to play good football? Because I feel like obviously he went across to Dortmund when he was really young, and he's made his career at Dortmund, and he'll have gone over there pretty humbled, trying to make a name for himself, and he's come over to United with a big price tag, big expectation, maybe a little bit of an ego.
I've said this before. United is where talent goes to die.
Yeah. I think people
Sancho, Mason Mount, like these people.
There's only one player that United have signed since Fergie that's developed, and that's Bruno Fernandes.
He's developed into a right cunt. Yeah.
He's the only player that's progressed in that time since Fergie left.
Ian Wright and Kane had a fallout about Bruno Fernandes because Ian Wright was like, he's absolutely... No, I'm on about the podcast before.
Sorry.
He's absolutely pivotal to this team and all this stuff. And Kane was like, what's he won? What's he done? Yeah. And he's like, you've got...
Oh, what a goal!
All right, Gary Neville.
Can we just talk about the playoffs?
Yeah.
And I'll give you an example. So, like Leeds, for example, they've got a terrible record in the playoffs, right? Yeah. But they finished third. Mm-hmm. So the National Conference playoffs have already finished, right?
Yeah.
And the team who finished sixth, so just scraped into the playoffs, got promoted, and they finished 18 points behind the team who finished third.
Love it.
That's why I fundamentally disagree with the playoffs.
It's wild,
it's great fun for us,
but
you've just finished behind a team, 18 points behind a team, and you've gone up. I think it's wrong.
That was Bromley, wasn't it?
Bromley and
So they got. Oh, I heard about this. But didn't the guy do it? They score an audacious penalty or something.
Well, the captain of Bromley, he wore an EFL captain's armband. Yeah. Anticipating that they were going to get promoted to League Two.
But apparently he's wore it all season.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So here's my question.
Target.
Okay.
Do you think the playoffs should stay?
Yes.
Or do you think the top three should go up?
No, it should stay.
Do you?
Yeah.
It really sticks in my throat.
Why?
It's great entertainment. And I know you're going to say, well, they know what they're getting into at the start of the season. Mm-hmm. But I just think it's so harsh on the team that's finished third and got 80-odd points, and then the team who goes up is someone on 68 points.
The thing with Leeds, if you take Leeds as an example, Leeds at one point, just like Liverpool, were ahead in the title race in the Championship.
Yeah. They
fell off a cliff. It's their own fault.
I know. But again, though, if Leeds United don't go up out the Championship, there are worse teams in that playoffs that are going to be in the Prem that are probably going to go straight back down that are not as good as Leeds United. I don't want to get into that realm where 16th and 17th in the Prem have a playoff to go down. I don't like that either.
Well, what they have in Germany is...
Sorry.
They have the...
Yes, that's right.
What they have in Germany is the bottom two automatically go down.
Yeah.
And the team that finishes 18th play the team that finishes...
Third.
I
mean, I like that.
Finishes third?
Yeah, in the
Championship.
Championship.
I prefer that to playoffs in the Championship.
I'd prefer that as a gas quite
But then how many... So, apart from this season, because I reckon Leeds would beat Luton. Luton are, at the minute are 18th in the league and Leeds are third in the Championship.
Yeah.
Leeds would probably beat Luton.
Exactly.
But how many other teams would come up from the Championship?
I think...
Quite a lot. In a one-off game, that's why the play, like you're saying there about the person who came sick, 18 points over a long period of time, they've scored worse. But in a one-off game, they've won it and they've gone up.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
I think there should be a rule for the Championship. If you go down, the next season you can't get promoted.
That's a bit harsh.
That's a terrible decision.
Go on, Rise. What's your rationale behind that one?
Because it's the same teams that get parachute payments over and over again that sit top of the Championship, like Leicester, like Leeds, like Norwich, like Southampton, like the dregs teams.
Did you see Leicester's wage bill in the Championship this season? It was like a Prem wage bill.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And they're going to start with a points deduction.
Yeah, it's probably still all decent players.
They're going to start with a points deduction next season, so they're going to go down again.
And they sold Maddison. Who else did they offload when they went down? They lost Maddison. They did lose Tielemans.
Tielemans went on free.
Yeah. Oh, did he go on a free?
I bet Vardy's on a packet, isn't he?
Vardy's on about going to Wrexham.
Is he?
Yeah.
I could see him there, actually. Yeah.
I just think to make it different, maybe not don't come straight back up. But I'm just bored of seeing the same shit come up and down, of seeing West Brom in the Premier League, or seeing Burnley, or seeing Sheffield United, or seeing shit.
Teams like Leeds and Sheffield United and all them lot, they're what I would call the bigger championship clubs. I don't mind them coming up.
But wouldn't you rather have someone different?
I know I wouldn't you'll remember from the start of the season, I fundamentally did not want Luton in the squad because of their stadium.
But you like watching Luton though, didn't you?
I feel like when I watch Luton, even against a big team, I feel like I'm watching an FA Cup third round tie. Like, I don't feel like I'm watching Premier League football.
But that's good though. I like it because the ground's cramped, the pitch is small. It looks like that. It gives it that feeling where
I aren't paying my Sky subscription, Premier League subscription, to watch Luton.
Oh, yeah. How much does that cost you, by the way?
A lot of money every month. Yeah.
Oh right.
What about Ipswich, by the way? Back-to-back promotions.
I know. Great show.
Yeah,
Epic that.
Great achievement that.
Yeah.
22 years outside the Premier League and they back up.
Yeah, and I'm sure with about 10 games to go, there were about 10, 12 points behind Leicester and Leeds.
Yeah, they were way behind.
Well played, mate.
But
They're going straight back down.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
But Ipswich were one of those teams that I think of a Prem team, because when I was growing up, they were predominantly in the Prem.
Well, if you look at the Championship now, you can go down that and remember 20 out of those 24 teams that were in the Prem.
Oh yeah,
yeah. They were all in the Prem.
Well, if you look
Birmingham, look at them, just got relegated, haven't they?
And
did they go down?
Yeah, they went down.
Do you know, that's what I wanted to mention.
Went down.
So on the final day of the Championship, about 5 teams could have still gone down in that final position, right? 5 teams could have gone down in that last position in the Championship, right? And normally you'd think, if you're one of those 5 teams, that if you win that day, you'll stay up, right? All 5 teams that could have gone down all won.
Yeah.
Oh, so the team who were in the bottom finished in that position. Yeah. How gutting is that you win on the final day and all 5 teams do?
Birmingham were 5th in the league when they sacked John Eustace and brought in Wayne Rooney.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah,
they've now been relegated.
Oh really?
And after Tom Brady took over, sacked John Eustace, brought in Wayne Rooney, and has gotten relegated.
Madness, that, isn't it?
Which is, I mean,
who do you want for the third team to come up then? I want Leeds to come back up.
Yes,
I'll be honest.
I like Leeds United. They're a Prem team.
I don't know that. Is it Leeds, Southampton? Oh, the other 2.
For Hull City to miss out on the playoffs by like 1 point or 2 points and sack the manager with that squad really is a bottom half squad.
Yeah.
So for them to sack the manager is wild.
Yeah, he's got some big work. So apparently Steve Cooper's getting the job. Ex-Forest, yeah.
What, Hull City?
Yeah.
That's if they've managed to get
him, a great appointment.
That is a great appointment.
They'll throw some money at it as well.
Will they?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Is that Turkish owner of Hull City minted or not?
He's got money. He's got some coin about him.
All right, boys. What about FA Cup then?
What about it?
Massive change. Jinx, touch wood. Obviously, massive changes about the replays. How do you feel about it?
I don't like the FA Cup.
I think that is a decision based on the top 4 teams in the Premier League, not all the other 300 teams that are in the tournament. Yeah. And you know what the other problem I have with this as well is? It's the Premier League dictating to the FA.
Yeah.
The Premier League's bigger than the FA now, in reality, innit? It holds more weight in arguments.
Yeah.
So for us as a Liverpool fan, I agree. I don't want to be in that fucking December and January playing a fucking FA Cup replay when you're trying to chase a title.
Yeah.
But for everyone else outside the top 6 in the Prem, it's a terrible decision.
Yeah.
So
everyone else outside the Premier League, it's a terrible decision.
Yeah, because we talked about this a little bit before, but like the money a lower league team can get from a gate going away to a replay at Man United or away to that would keep them afloat for a couple of years.
Yeah.
But they've changed it for the 3-4 teams at the top that are like maybe in 4 competitions.
I genuinely think it should be your lower league teams all get drawn at home, and then just draw the rest of it.
But like
put them on TV.
Like we said before, they get drawn at home, but they don't want to play at home. They want to play it away at the big grounds. I think. I mean, I've got no real preference in any of it really. I get it from a top 4 perspective. Not having replays is a great decision.
Agreed.
It will massively help. But it is poor for the lower teams, and I don't care how it gets done. But I think the team that on the draw that is the lowest team should decide where it's played.
Right.
And if they want to play it at Old Trafford, they play at Old Trafford. If they want to play at their gaff, they play at their gaff. And they
they choose home or away?
Yeah, why not?
That's weird.
Because they might. It makes no difference. Like they might want to play at Old Trafford.
Do you know the other option you've got is
fuck it off.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but it is shit, isn't it? Let's face it.
As a fan of a top 4 club, I
shit.
could not give a fuck about the FA Cup.
So what I was going to say
scrap
is
one of them.
What I was going to say is, if you're playing in Europe, you don't play in the League Cup. and you play the six top teams in the conference. Take those positions and play in the League
Why
Cup.
have two of them anyway? Why don't you scrap the Carabao Cup and just say keep replays in FA Cup?
I mean, 5 years from now, I'll be very surprised if the League Cup involves Prem.
Well, yeah.
I think it'll be the EFL trophy and it's everyone up to the Championship and you just don't have a League Cup.
Yeah.
Everyone
No one
plays
cares.
their kids. It's a development tournament. No one
Yeah.
cares. That they've then gone to, we won't do replays in the League Cup. To, we won't even have extra time now. We'll go straight to penalties. It's just slowly getting chipped away into nothing. It holds no value. The domestic cups are dregs.
The thing is,
Yeah.
what I like about
Bingham.
about not having replays in the FA Cup is you get games like Wolves and Coventry where Coventry score like in the 96th minute to get to the semi-final, and arguably should have won the semi-final.
Even do this right. I'm willing to appease this. Is for the domestic cups.
You look very passionate about this, by the way,
This
because your
upsets me.
arms
Right, don't involve the top 6 teams. Like, say to the top 6 team, do you want to be in it or not?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
this season, do you want to be in it? Because you're fighting on 4 fronts. You're fighting in the Champions League. You might be off to the FIFA World Cup.
Yeah,
World Club Cup.
have an opt-out
Do you want to be
version.
in? Yeah. You should just opt out of it.
Yeah.
Man City were like, nah, we've won
One tick.
Yeah.
Man City like, nah, we've won the League Cup 24 years in a row. We'll skip
Well,
it.
in the
skip it
year
this year.
2000, Man United had just won the treble, right? And they were off to the World Club Cup, and
Yeah.
they just opted themselves out of the FA Cup.
Yeah.
There was like, we'll take the fine. We're not playing the FA Cup. We can't play that many games.
Well, Liverpool the other season had to play 2 games in 24 hours.
Yeah.
And they played the kids in the League Cup
Yeah.
because there was no
yeah.
opt-out
Yeah.
option. That was against Villa. We had to play the kids against Villa.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just bonkers. It's a
it's-
shit trophy. No one wants to win it. It's
There's no credibility in the FA Cup anymore. Like 30 years ago, the FA Cup final was like pristine date on the calendar. Now I couldn't even tell you when they play. Who's United playing in the FA
Man
Cup?
City.
Oh yeah,
Well,
exactly.
they're
Sorry.
moving it again out there. It's next year, isn't it? Where it's not the last game of the season anymore.
Yeah,
They're moving it so the last game of the season will be the last Prem game.
yeah.
So
What,
the
and
FA,
that's just going to be midweek.
so the FA Cup will be the weekend
Saturday before.
Saturday before.
Didn't
What
they
about
also
the-
agree
What about the
though?
last round of the Premier League?
The last
After.
round of
No,
the
the
week
FA
after.
That round of the Premier League? Because I know they're saying from next season, if there's an FA Cup weekend, the Premier League weekend's gone. They'll just fit it in somewhere else, which is chaos. Because how is that going to work?
Yeah, exactly.
If you've got teams that are going deep in the Champions League and Europa League and the Conference League,
Hang on a minute. When it's FA Cup semi-final weekend, where there might only be 3 teams in the Premier involved, or 4
scrapping the
teams in
full-
the Premier,
scrapping the full-
there's no Premier League weekend
Nope.
at all.
nope.
Sounds,
That's rubbish.
It's
What
like
am I
a-
going to do that weekend?
It's like a shit international break, innit?
That is rubbish.
I don't see the point in that though.
Well, me neither.
It's to
you're
put more
wasting time.
focus. What they're saying
more
is the
focus on the
FA
FA
saying,
Cup.
all right, we won't have replays, but when the FA Cup plays, we want all attention on the FA Cup because if you're playing Prem games the same weekend, no one's watching the FA Cup.
No,
True.
So
no,
Yeah,
no
I get
one's
that.
watching it.
just
I get that.
yeah, rubbish.
Player of the season list has been announced as well.
Okay.
Haaland, De Bruyne, is it De Bruyne? Foden, Van Dijk. There's uproar anyway about Saka not being on the. He's on the young
tell you
player.
why.
He's on, but he's not on the player of the list.
So De Bruyne was injured for the first 4 months of the season. Haaland has been in a right slump over the last 3 or 4 games, and he was injured as well through over Christmas. Really, is Cole Palmer in the senior list?
Yes.
Right, so he should win both.
No,
You should.
Phil Foden should win the player.
Okay. All right, let's go Foden Senior Award and Cole Palmer,
Palmer.
the Young
Yeah,
Award.
yeah, I agree.
yeah, totally. Anyone else, and that's absolute sacrilege.
Well, Van Dijk's on the list.
No.
I don't get it.
Van Dijk, fantastic up until 30 games,
Yeah.
and then fucking went missing.
I don't understand.
Should have played Kwanzaa, shouldn't we, Christian?
Should have done. Yeah. Would have been far better off.
Exactly. So yeah, okay, right. We're going to take a short break, and then we're just going to go into our final part of the pod.
Welcome back to part 3, and we are finishing off with a blind ranking. So if you follow us on TikTok or whatever, first of all, follow the page, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell on YouTube, and listen on Spotify. Spread the word as well, because we can't do this without
What word are we spreading?
Chlamydia.
That's just what you spread.
Oh, sorry.
He was fucking patient 0 in Scunthorpe in 2001. He fucking invented chlamydia. He was like the panda that originally had it.
Like Dolly the sheep.
The original carrier. Sorry, Daisy.
We're doing a blind. No, you're not.
That's not going in.
We're doing a blind ranking where I've got 10 players for each. 10 players for you. 10
Are they all
players.
Liverpool players?
No.
Christy won't want to play.
No.
you'd be-
I'm out.
No. So you're gonna rank them.
I get this. So we don't know who's coming.
You don't know who's coming.
So what is it? Just rank your best players, and is it Prem players? Is it Well players? Is it all-time players?
So-
Like who's got? Have we got different categories?
We've got different categories.
Okay, what's my category?
I'm gonna tell you in a minute. Let me
All right,
turn
we'll get
the
on with
page.
it. Get on with it. 'Cause we're running out of bars.
Top 10 strikers in Premier League history.
Okay. Yep.
Owen, Anelka,
No, you aren't
Heskey,
naming them. I'm giving you a
Have
fucking...
you played this before? You've got TikTok, right?
Lipman.
Great
No,
striker.
I thought I'd named Liverpool
I'm
players.
just that's all I was doing. If you didn't get it, I was just naming all Liverpool players.
Right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm born ready. Yeah.
Right. Mo Salah.
Oh, stat machine, but actually
Shit.
dregs at times. So I'm going to put him at number 7
Number 7
of the all-time top Prem.
Wayne Rooney.
Ooh.
I'm going to put Rooney at number 4.
Sergio Aguero.
Oh.
I mean, another stat machine.
Great shout, that one.
I'm going to put him at 6.
6.
Yeah.
Fuck. Thierry Henry.
Yeah, here we go.
1.
I am torn
Goat.
if someone else comes out, but I'm going to go.
Is it this guy?
With yeah, it's you, mate. Yeah. I'm going to go with Thierry Henry at number 2.
Scandalous. Get out there. Get out of your own house.
Luis Suarez.
1.
Yeah, thought so.
9.
9.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
He was like 1 season wonder, 2 season wonder.
It's only because he was there for 2 seasons. It'd have been a 5-season wonder if he was there for longer.
Didier Drogba.
Legend.
Player. Have I got 6? Number 6.
So
Have I got 5?
You've got number 5, yeah.
I'll put Drogba in at 5 because he was a beast.
He was a beast.
What have I got left?
So you've got 1, 3, 8 and 10.
1, 3, 8 and 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need 2 people that are quite draggy to come out.
1, 3, 8 and 10.
Yep.
Harry Kane.
10.
3.
3?
You can't. If it had started in that league at 19, 20 like everyone else, it would be past Shearer right now. But he just started too late because he went out on loan to everyone. And you can't deny that he's an unbelievable finisher of a football. Okay, yeah. What have I got? 1, 8 and 10?
Yes.
Oh, no. This might backfire here.
Michael Owen.
Yeah, 8. This list is looking pretty steady.
Eric Cantona.
Yeah, 10.
Happy with that?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah.
yeah.
I need this player to come out with
It's
either
going to
look
be. Of course
proper
it's going to be.
stupid.
If it's not on the list, it's
Who's
stupid.
the last person?
Andy Carroll.
Fuck off! Is it really?
Yeah.
I've absolutely sabotaged
Is it
this list.
really?
No, it's Alan Shearer.
Yeah, boy. Alan Shearer number 1.
I was just gonna leave it.
Just out of interest, why Alan Shearer number 1? Is it just because he scored the most goals?
270 goals or whatever.
Is that why?
Season after season after
270
season
goals.
after season.
Yeah, but did he entertain you? Did he excite you?
I just. It's not about that for me. Like,
it's
it's not.
me.
I'm not picking a team. I like a striker is fundamentally paid to score goals, and he scored more than any other player
I
in
get
Premier League
that. So I
history.
get the logics behind it.
Let me
And
just-
let's not forget, you might be a little bit too young. He was a fucking player.
Oh yeah, he was a menace.
Like he was immense in the air.
Yeah.
He was a great finisher. Like I fell in love with him at Euro '96.
he essentially won the title for Blackburn.
Yeah, did you? Yeah, he did.
Without question.
A relentless goal scorer. And I don't know if we said it on air or off air earlier on, but I think it was you, Chris, that said he could have gone to United.
Yeah.
He should have done. He'd have won 7 Premier League
Oh, yeah.
titles.
Let me give you.
And
a
then he
list.
probably would have been like more decorative.
Unequivocally,
Yeah.
the
Let me-
best ever.
Unequivocally, nice word.
Thank you.
Can
Let
you
me
spell that?
No. Let me give you a list in order then. So you got Shearer 1, Henry 2, Kane 3, Rooney 4, Drogba 5, Aguero 6, Salah 7, Owen 8, Suarez 9, Cantona 10.
I think I've absolutely nailed that.
I think Aguero would
switch.
be higher.
Do you know
I
if
would-
you'd have given me all 10 of those first hand, they would have gone in that order. We're not blind.
I don't think Drogba's 5. I think Drogba is probably 7, Aguero's 5, and Salah 6.
You're putting Salah ahead of Drogba.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's done it for longer.
Drogba won 2 or 3 Prem titles,
Yeah,
won
yeah.
a Champions
I definitely
League.
would have had Aguero higher. I think Aguero was just an unbelievable
He was a
striker.
stat machine. Yeah.
So, Christian, I'm just thinking so you can't see, so it's bland. You have got Premier League midfielders. Are you ready?
Go for it.
All time.
All time. Ryan Giggs.
6. Wild.
Wild.
Why?
Straight away.
Think of all the midfielders, mate.
No.
That's not bad, that.
Think of all the midfielders and who's won more titles.
Yeah, but that's for me. It's about who I think is a good player.
Well, yeah,
This is why I've got Tim Sherwood as number 1.
N'Golo Kante.
10.
Fucking player, though.
It was, but it's boring. DM. It's not for me. Get some more exciting players out.
Boring DM. Patrick Vieira.
Boring DM again, yeah?
Put him 7.
Wowzers.
Wow.
Oh, you hoping comes out?
Gerrard number 1.
Obviously.
John Joe Shelby.
He had Gerrard at number 1 on his wedding day.
What was your wedding song? You'll Never Walk Alone.
There's loads. There's like at least 4 or 5 midfielders I can think of that are in that top bracket.
Roy Keane.
8.
You got Kane behind Vieira. That's interesting for United fans.
Vieira is better than Kane.
Vieira was better than Kane, I agree.
100%.
Yeah.
David Silva.
Oh, David Silva.
What a player. Unbelievable player.
I mean, I'm hoping there's certain people that come out here, but 5.
Yeah, you're wanting some big dogs to still come out on this list.
Yeah.
I can think of 4 people that are elite.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Paul Scholes.
Yeah, he was one of them. 4.
Over David Silva. Wow. Kevin De Bruyne.
Oh.
So the numbers you've got left are 1, 2, 3, and 9.
De Bruyne 3.
What a fucking idiot. That is the most absurd thing I've ever heard. And if you put in the other 2 who are about to come out in front of him, that's ridiculous.
There's 3 left.
Yeah, I know, and I know 2 of them that are coming out.
That's who I'm hoping come out. Them 2 are way better.
Oh, God.
Frank Lampard.
2.
Oh, no.
give over.
You've got Lampard ahead of De Bruyne. It's disgusting.
Lampard was absolutely unbelievable.
Disgusting.
Unbelievable.
Yaya Toure.
See, this is what I forgot about De Bruyne. And when I was thinking of my 4,
Was Yaya up there?
Yaya was up there.
So you put him
I'm
number
gutted
9?
now. He's going to have to go number 9.
He forgot Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
Dima Haman.
That's not what you've got left at all. Have you got 1 and 10 left?
He's just got 1. Dima Haman.
Dickman, he's not the one you had on your list. It's not.
Gerrard's number
it's
1.
Gerrard.
Dima Haman.
You've stitched me up here, then, haven't you?
It's Didi Haman.
Did he have man's number 11?
Didi Haman's number 1.
Because you know he's a Liverpool dick rider, did you not put Gerrard in the list?
Yeah. Well, the whole list is void then, isn't it?
No,
Pointless.
I put him in there. Gerrard.
Gerrard number 1.
That doesn't surprise me.
I'm gutted with that list a little bit.
Read it out for us, Bob.
So you've
Yeah,
got
let's go back through it again.
Gerrard number 1.
Yeah.
Lampard number 2.
I'm happy with that.
Kevin De Bruyne number 3.
I'm happy with that top 3.
Not in that order though. Paul Scholes number 4.
Bit high.
David
Yeah.
Silva number 5.
I'm happy with Silva there. I would have put Yaya Toure 4.
Giggs
Right.
number 6.
I'm happy with that.
Vieira 7.
I'm happy with that.
Keane 8.
I'm happy with that.
Yaya Toure 9.
I'm not happy with that.
And N'Golo Kante
I'm happy
number
with that.
10.
I would have put, if I could have changed that, I'd have had Yaya Toure higher
Instead of him.
Yeah.
and Scholes lower.
I'd have had Vieira higher. I'd have had Vieira in Scholes' position.
So in that top 3, then you're saying De Bruyne is the best midfielder?
Yeah.
He's the best Premier
By a
midfielder of
mile.
all time.
Nah.
By a mile.
He is.
David Silva's better than Lampard.
No, Lampard was class, mate.
Tell you where I'd have had
But
some
you
bother.
forget.
If you'd have thrown Bernardo Silva in there as well, I'd have had some bother with that. Because like, is Bernardo Silva better than David Silva?
I could have there was loads that you sit
I
and
know.
look, and look and think,
Yeah,
Cesc
yeah.
Fabregas,
Yeah.
Yeah.
class
Yeah,
midfielder.
Yeah.
There is a lot when you go through it.
Jimmy Bullard.
Andre Arshavin,
Yeah,
Jemba
exactly.
Jemba.
Yeah. Jemba Jemba.
Yeah.
Can we go more rogue than Jemba Jemba?
Cleberson,
Jay Spearing.
Bebo.
Bebo.
Bebo,
Bebby.
Whatever.
Bebe,
Bebe.
Bebe.
Hey, Bebe.
Okay, so I think an absolute bombshell that we wrap this pod up that fucking
Let us-
Christian said Kevin De Bruyne is the 3rd best Premier League player of all time.
Let us know
Midfielder.
why you don't agree with Christian's decisions and put your own rankings in there. Let us know. Hit us up in the comments.
Okay, are we
Bring it
done?
on.
Done.
Great. Well,
That's it.
let's see us out.
Another one in the book, season 3, episode 7.
Goodbye.
That's a wrap. See you next time.
Yeah, peace.